Yo, what's good, family? We're back again to another episode of Tax-Free Living, where I teach entrepreneurs just like you how to live tax-free. If you're liking this channel, if you're loving the information, if you're loving the energy, go ahead, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Please get your notepads out because note takers are money makers, or in this case, note takers are money savers. This Melanin Money channel is all about melanin millionaires and building generational wealth. So you want to keep it. We don't just want to build it, we want to keep it. If we're going to build a business, if we're going to build wealth, if we're going to build generational wealth, then it is vital that we don't just make the bag, but we have to protect the bag as well. If you don't take your business serious enough to incorporate it into an LLC, how are your customers and your clients supposed to take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously? When you start the business, start the LLC, don't be hesitant to invest in yourself. Education is huge. You're getting a tax deduction to better yourself. You're getting a tax deduction to improve your skills. One way to learn is from your own mistakes. Another way to learn is from other people's mistakes. Entrepreneurship wasn't taught in schools, wasn't taught in my family, right? I didn't have anybody teaching me entrepreneurship, so I had to seek out education. I recommend you find a mentor. That's the fast track to success. And thank God that education is tax deductible in my business. If you want to win the game of taxes, you must be on the right team. The tax code was made to benefit entrepreneurs and business owners. So if you're not an entrepreneur or a business owner, you're on the wrong team. If you want to win the game of taxes, you have to know the rules. So I was working in public accounting. I worked for a firm called KPMG, and then I came across one of the best code sections in the tax code. It was code section 162A. Any expense that is ordinary and necessary for you to operate your business is a tax deductible expense. I'm like, whoa, bro. Any expense that's ordinary and necessary to operate my business, then once I start my business, a lot of my personal expenses will immediately become business expenses, and I can have write-offs without spending any extra money. This is one of the most vital, important section of the IRS tax code that there ever is. When you start the business, you have some expenses that you're paying for personally that's going to immediately shift to business expenses because you're going to use those expenses in your business. So I can save money on taxes simply by starting the business. The moment you think of a business idea, you're technically a sole proprietor. So that's where everybody starts. If you don't have the business yet, think about this. Whatever your skill set is at work, you can go home and start a side business. We're gonna set up our business now as if we plan for it to be a 6-figure and 7-figure business. You get a 20% deduction just for being a business owner. If you don't want a full-time business, at least start the side hustle, okay? Because one source of income is too close to no sources of income. Because I wasn't ready to start my own business, I turned one of my liabilities into an asset and made that asset a business. That's a bar right there. It wasn't about the money I was making. It was about the money that I could be saving. You want to be networking as much as possible, but whether it's with business partners, whether it's potential clients, whether it's your professional referral network, that helped me jumpstart my business to financial success. We can't write off what we do not track, and we can't write off what we can't prove. Documentation is important. We don't want to fear an audit. See, we want to be prepared. We want to be prepared for an audit. We have to be properly tracking these expenses. So at the end of the year, we can know not only what we're going to write off, but how much the expenses that we're going to be deducting on our taxes. The question is not, is something tax deductible? The question we should be asking is, how can I make it tax deductible, right? Because one of my favorite quotes is that if you want to pay less tax, simply change the facts. When it comes to tax deductions, we need to be creative and think, how can we make something tax deductible? A goal should be turning your entire lifestyle into a tax deduction. Almost anything could be a tax deductible expense. We just gotta be creative and think about the how. We're not spending money to save on taxes unnecessarily, right? We're not gonna let the tail wag the dog. The ordinary and necessary reasonability is up to us to prove. The more that you earn in your business, the more tax savings that you get. When I tell you all information changes situations, I mean that, right? I was able to take advantage of the tax code, by understanding how the tax code works, use it to lower my taxable income, get a tax refund, quit my job and start my own business, and here I am today. Why not get a tax deduction and increase your net worth at the same time? The reason that you're scared of taxes is because you don't understand how taxes work. The reason why you're scared of taxes is because you don't understand how the IRS tax code works. As human beings, we tend to fear what we don't understand. Once you understand it, you no longer have to be scared of it. The best tax refund you can get is zero. The IRS is not gonna knock on your door and say, hey Carter, you missed out on some write-offs. You missed out on some tax deductions. Let's give you these back. They're not gonna do that. They're not coming to save you, right? You have to stop missing out on tax deductions and start learning and educating yourself about all of the amazing tax deductions that you're entitled to. There are over 200 tax deductions that every business owner can take. We need to be locking in on what tax strategies can we employ in our business to help us minimize tax. There are limitless strategies, but you have to sit with your CPA and develop the best tax plan for you and your situation. If you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. One of the reasons I became an entrepreneur is so I can have financial freedom. But a bigger reason why I became an entrepreneur is that I didn't just want financial freedom, right? I wanted location freedom. I wanted to be able to work wherever I wanted to go, travel wherever I want to go, and not have a limit on where I have to live or where I have to be, right? That's freedom. If you like this video, you got any value, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with somebody. This information right here is the information that we need on our journey to tax-free living. All right, y'all, see y'all in the next video. Peace.